facing the wrong way, Venom. The stream's gonna be behind you. This isn't Stardew Valley. Why would you? What? I typed in a whole bunch of new stuff. Alright, I guess I'll type it all in again. Meow. Wow. Yeah, okay. Venom's welcoming you all to the stream. Yep. Uh huh. Copy link. Tweet it out. Share it to Facebook. And go here. Whoa, go here. There we go. Paste. Okay, nothing's happening yet, so there's not going to be any volume. Oh, that's super quiet. Um, if you mean the actual game, yes, I don't have the game volume on yet because it would give it away. Hello, Sora. Hello, games. Welcome. Is my volume okay? My volume needs to go up? Okay. It's already saying that I'm like almost peaking, but okay. Let me turn the gain up all the way. Okay. And then I'll turn this up. It's saying that I'm peaking. My voice is nearly non-existent. Okay, how's that? Now I'm definitely peaking. How am I now? I am talking so you can tell if I am being loud enough. You must tell me if I am being loud enough. Where did Venom? Oh, hi. He is coming down the stairs. Nudge lower and it's great. Okay. There. One nudge lower. Okay. Cool. So, yes. Like the description says, if you refresh, if you were in here before I changed the description properly, I got this game like almost a year ago. It came out and I saw it and went, hey, that kind of reminds me of Danganronpa. I don't know if they'd be happy that it's being compared to Danganronpa, but we'll see. Anyway, I suppose I should start the game. No one asked you, Venom. We'll see if this is any good. Initializing, okay. Like, all I know is that they, like, this is a group of, like, 7 nerds who make a virtual reality headset or something. I don't know. Yeah, now it's saying that there's constant volume. I'm turning the gain down. Like, is there like constant static coming from me? No? Okay. It's saying that there, like, a third of my volume bar is filled out when I am silent, as if there's tons of background noise. But okay. How's the volume of the game? It looks like it's probably really quiet. I don't know, but you're not audible at all if you're going back to the previous level, unless I set my volume to the loudest. I'm not changing my I'm not changing my microphone volume. I'm not touching that. Game is very quiet. Okay, that's what I was asking. Okay. How about now? Can you hear that sick piano riff? And there goes Venom. Yeah, that's you. Yeah, I know. Really? Oh, I know. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, yes, that's good. Okay, cool. Press any button. Oh no, this joke's so overdone. I don't have an any button. Square. Alright, we've got new game, load game, config, and help. Oh, we've got a gallery and special. Okay, cool. Oh, this is weird. It's making it seem like it... Maybe I should play this in virtual reality. Alright. Text speed. We'll put it to that for now. Auto text speed. I'm not going to play it on auto. Window transparency. Stop skipping on choices, of course. Skip thread text, no. Video voices play until the end. Oh, so like if I skip a line. Okay. Voices, environment, sound effect, background music. Okay. There's pages? Oh, Jesus. Okay. L1 is quick save. L2 is skipping. Up is to open the backlog. Okay. What? Okay. I'm used to Dangan, so this is going to be to open the backlog. Menu is triangle. Hide is circle. R1 is quick load. R2 is auto mode. Okay. X is to the next line. Yep. Okay. I'm not going to jump to the next scene. Okay. Cool. Are there more things to... No. Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah? Oh no? What's oh no? Oh no what? What? What have I done already? Venom, can you go fill my water bottle, please? Thanks. Don't remember, it's been like a minute. Okay. New game. Prologue. Our world has started. Hello, world. Like, yeah, this is definitely already giving me, like, Danganronpa vibes. How many people understand just how vague and uncertain the world reflected in our eyes actually is? Back then, we believed, were certain, that the world was exclusive, that what we could see and touch for ourselves. All that we perceived, we shared with everyone else, and vice versa. But when you think about it, There's just no way to prove that the world I see is exactly the same as the world anyone else sees. Yeah? Get off my jigsaw puzzle. After all, the only world I can really perceive is my own. I said it in English, didn't I? So yeah, you got all that, Reiji-kun? When you look at it that way, the world starts to seem extremely fragile, faint, and vain. Yeah, it's in English, okay. Heyo, you there? You listening to me? You know what's going on over there. We've got big trouble. Reiji-kun's tripping, overheating. There's steam coming out of his ears. Water! Pour some H2O on him. That should... No, wait. That'll break the New World goggles. Well, if we leave him like this, Reiji-kun will be the one who breaks. Alright, then I'll just do... this. What? I suddenly feel like someone poured cold water on my back. Wait, that's more or less what happened. What's going on? Well, you know. The coldness even hurts a little bit. It forcefully brings my consciousness back from the verge of fading and completely clears my hazy vision. What I see before me is a girl, something of a silver lining in this situation. She has facial features brimming with the roundness of youth, large eyes full of energy, and blue short hair that seems to melt into the clear sky. 8 out of 10 normal men would deem her cute, while the other 2 would hail her as super cute. She's a real cutie in a sailor uniform. Huh? Yuno-san. I reflexively speak her name. She is Yuno Hayase, a senior at my part-time job. Sure, she's clearly a high school girl reasonably younger than me, but that doesn't stop her from being my senior. Hey, Reiji-kun's back! Yay! I was worried lots. Yuno-san jumps at me with no hesitation to speak of. A sudden two-pronged assault by an offensively soft sensation. Just one is enough to make a grown man ascend to a higher plane in a split second. Using a weapon of such power has to be a war crime. 2 of these simultaneously would surely devastate my armies. Does she intend to wipe us out from the face of the earth? I shall gladly accept this defeat, for I am a man. Wait, this isn't the time to be flustered. His voice ain't that deep? Yeah, well... I gently and carefully push her away from me. Doing so brings me great pain, but alas. Asakusa Roku, 7/16/2017, Sunday, 2:11 p.m. Welcome back, Reiji-kun. Yeah, I'm back. Wait, was I gone somewhere? What? You forgot? Get a grip, kid. I hear a lethargic voice in my right ear. It's Owari-san. You came in there, dried up, we're kind of gone in a way. Well, you're young, so I guess you just couldn't control yourself. Sorry. Gone. My head still feels heavy. My field of vision seems strangely small, but my awareness is coming back to me, letting me remember the situation I'm in. Are you blinking? What kind of visual novel is this? You're blinking. You're supposed to be like a completely still image. Yeah, Reiji-kun, you can't just go and come by yourself. You always need to say when you're getting close. You know, that line was pretty grateful. You get 80 points. Yay, I got 80 points. I'll aim for 100 next. Yuno-san seems completely fired up. Whoa, no. That's not something you should aim for. And Owari-san, please stop with your perverted comments. And just so you know, grateful has nothing to do with great. Well, for a man, you almost came and dried up mid-job. Oh, who almost came and dried up mid-job? You're sure acting all high and mighty. As I listen to Owari-san's voice through the in-ear receiver in my right ear, my clouded consciousness starts to process reality again. Okay, get to killing. Persona blinks. Persona's not a visual novel. Suddenly, I remember the thing that's been bothering me for a while. My back feels a bit cold. Of course it does. I just poured this on you. And I just started eating it, too. She pouts and swings around an empty plastic cup that says ice on it. Okay. Poured all of this? But that's shaved ice. Yeah, it was a special strawberry melon blend, too. And I had to sacrifice it to save you. I see. Sorry, I'll pay for it later. By the way, what makes the blend special is that the ratio between the strawberry and melon is 3-3. But don't tell anyone else about this. She says that as if it's the most important thing in the world. Isn't 3-3 basically just 1-1? I'd ask that aloud, but it's best to avoid fretting the little details when talking to her. Anyway, I now know why my back is so cold and heavy. There's shaved ice between my shirt and back, and it's covered in strawberry and melon syrup. Honestly, I didn't even want to think about the terrible state my back was in. Sure, the summer sunlight will quickly melt the ice and dry the shirt, but I don't know if the syrup will come off that easily. So yeah, the heat got you good, and you almost passed out during a street experiment for the New World goggles. The New World goggles are the reason why my head feels so heavy, and my field of vision is limited. Oh yeah, I remember it all now. Well, you're not wrong there, Owari-san. You're in an air-conditioned office, so you might not relate to me, but I'm here boiling in over 30 degrees Celsius. Hey, this character is you, only complaining about his back. Hey! 30 Celsius Fahrenheit. 30 degrees Celsius is 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, that's not too bad. It's probably like the perfect temperature. I almost had a heat stroke. If you ask me, these New World goggles are seriously dangerous. The item is best described as a full helmet, developed by Owari-san to be a pair of AR goggles. It's basically a modified bike helmet with a smartphone installed Okay, the grammar's kind of weird there. It's basically a modified bike helm with a smartphone installed along the inside of the front, displaying the feed of the external camera in real time. It blocks your entire view while allowing you to see the outside through the screen, making you question what's the point and why would anyone wear it. Okay. The modifications also make the inside absurdly hot and stuffy, making you feel like a needlessly high-tech torture device. I get the feeling that my character loves this fucking helmet. Where do you live? The sun? 30 degrees Celsius is horrible. Well, see, I live in New England, where it could be anywhere between, like, -5 degrees Fahrenheit and half an hour later it could be like 102. Hold on. That would be -21 degrees Celsius to 39 degrees Celsius. The weather here fluctuates wildly. Like, I still remember how one year in August, which is the hottest month of the year, it snowed. In England, I gotcha. No, New England. We're new and improved, you see. No. England has rain. Yes, New England has more of a variety for a climate. Because, you know, were new and improved. And here I am wearing it in this heat. Honestly, no one can fault me for almost fainting. Oh, don't worry. Air conditioning machine broke. I'm feeling like it's 40 degrees here. I have no idea what you mean by don't worry, but the air conditioner broke. The cooler's broken, but it's still July. Oh no, I don't want to go back to base now. Let's just say that if there's a burning hell in this world, then the Judgment 7 base is a fitting candidate for the title. Okay, I understand that it's inescapable. It's hot both outside and in the office. No! It's not an office! It's the Judgment 7 frontline base! How many times do I have to tell you that? Yeah, sure it is. You make it way easier to call it a base if you fix the air conditioning. Then again, it's summer, so I guess hot is normal. It's better than a cold summer anyway. I mean, shaved ice isn't tasty when it's cold. I like snow. We never have it. I like England. I thought you lived in America. Turns out you're just a European. Yeah. There you have it, Reiji-kun. Now, since you got your consciousness back, let's start the more serious experiments. Okay. I'll try not to collapse. Fight on, Reiji-kun! I'll help you out with this fan! Hooray! Hooray! Reiji! Woo! Yuno-san sure is lively. She's vigorously fanning me with a cheap-looking fan, making a faint wind go in my direction. It doesn't make me the least bit cooler, though. In fact, all she does is attract the negative attention of the passersby here in Asakusa, making me feel seriously uncool. I mean, we're in the Asakusa Roku, not too far from the Sensoji Temple and its shopping street, making this an area popular with tourists and the like. A weirdo with a full helm and a high school girl in a sailor uniform fanning him would seem like some new street performance or some act to attract new customers. The tourists, misunderstanding the situation, pull out their phones and take photos of us. Yuno-san responds in kind by making the peace sign. God damn it, Yuno! Yes, New England. Like England. Yes. Wait, no. Yay! We're Judgment 7! She energetically waves her hand at them, making her absurdly large bust stuck under her uniform shake. That alone causes a stir in the audience. Those are J7's ultimate weaponized memories for you. What the fuck? Their destructive power can be felt worldwide, as evidenced by all the impressed foreign tourists. Reiji-kun, I'm honoring what you see, you know. Not tired of looking at her breasts yet? I'm not looking at them. Anyway, we seriously stand out here. So just start the experiment already. Very well. Let's start the New World Goggles Future Inspection Experiment. WORLD program. Stand by. What is this game? I don't know. Like I said, I grabbed it because I'm like, hey, this is a visual novel. It's kind of giving me like Danganronpa vibes. Okay. We played through friggin' Danganronpa V3. This is nothing. I hear him work his keyboard and press the enter key over the receiver. World Sys, standby. Okay. Owari-san said that he's particularly proud of the World program. Apparently, it's a program that combines real scenery with virtual data, and these New World goggles were made specifically for it. The camera installed on the front sends visual data to the smartphone installed inside the helm, and though there are slight issues with the sense of distance, it's a decent view. Like, I can imagine AR goggles, like an AR helmet, would be simultaneously really cool and really scary. Because if someone hacked into it, for one thing, they could make you see anything. But at the same time, it's like you could like watch a movie while you're sitting on the bus. Or something. V3 wasn't that bad. I was asleep for most of it anyway. There's orange text flickering in the corner. For some reason I thought that said flicking. World Sys standby. Looks like the program's waiting for some new input. This is where the real fun begins. The program is ready and waiting to take it. Now, you just get it up and running with a voice command. Voice command? Isn't that a bit of a waste of time? Can't you just activate it from your end? Oh boy, you really don't get the spirit of things like this, do ya? Programs on full helm devices like that are supposed to be activated with voice commands. It's an unwritten rule. It's just how it has to be. Okay. Well, if you say so. Honestly, I don't completely believe that. That's why my response is vague. And? What am I supposed to say? Change the world! That's the line that initiates the world program. Go on now, shout it! That's even more embarrassing than I expected. Saying those words in a place with so many foreign tourists sounds like a seriously unfortunate dare in a truth or dare game. I can watch a movie on the bus using my phone and a Disney Plus account I totally hacked my way into. Yes, but then you have to deal with the people around you. And then someone could totally lean over and watch the movie while you're doing it. Think of it this way. You know a good example of AR? Pokemon Go. How you can take pictures and the Pokemon is like sitting there on your desk. Imagine that, but you're just walking around and you can see the Pokemon running around you. Go, Reiji-kun! Shout! Yuno-san nonchalantly encourages me, like it's none of her business. Then again, she'd probably do without hesitation if she was in my shoes. I mean, she's the very definition of airhead. I, on the other hand, am the picture of a common lower middle class boy, so... Change the world. Hey now, you're being too quiet. It sounds like you're hesitating. Come on, unleash yourself and shout it loud from the very depths of your lungs. Or you could just increase the mic sensitivity. Oh well, whatever. I'll just do it. Change the world! Change the world! Oh. World program. Change the world. So then they can join the fun of the awesome movies I watch. True, but then they can't hear them. A filter is applied over my vision, displaying various info. Whoa. I unwittingly mouthed that single word. This is actually kind of cool. I bid you welcome to the new world, Reiji-kun. A communication window opens up in the edge of my vision and displays a Wari-san. As absurd as the gear itself looks, I can't deny that I'm somewhat excited about this. Confirm the initialization of the world program. Let's start by experimenting to see if the voice commands work properly. Now, Reiji-kun, breathe in and shout, "Menu, please." It probably won't recognize my voice if I speak the command normally, so I just go ahead and get straight to shouting. Menu, please. And so, a new menu appears at the side of my vision. Alright, looks like it's open. Now let's move the cursor, with voice commands, of course. Okay, well, not like I expected anything else. And what should I say? Just up or down and stuff. Move the cursor to the top right, then bring it to the bottom right. I do as I'm told and try moving the cursor. Up. Right. No, not up, right. This isn't working. It's not listening to me at all. Change of the world. Oh. You have subtitles because you can't hear accents? I understand that. Hey, Owari-san, this is seriously hard. Well, of course it is. I originally designed it to be moved by a brainwave sensor installed on the goggles. He responds with a carefree tone. Oh, I would have loved to do this experiment after that cool-sounding function was implemented. After a while of struggling, I eventually did what Owari-san told me to. Good. Well done. Now shout... Ah! Right there! That's the spot! What's that supposed to be? It's a voice command to confirm selection. By the way, the command to cancel is... No! Not there! Of all the lines you could have picked, why'd you set those as the commands? I swear they sound really weird. He replies to me as if whatever he's done here is only obvious. It's for the girls who put on the New World goggles, of course. Imagine a girl, not used to the controls, speaking those voice commands. The picture alone is like 3 whole meals for me. Oh yeah, how could I forget? This man is a huge perv. Honestly, your voice doesn't do it for me whatsoever, but it's an experiment. Important stuff. Shout with passion, intensity, and emotion. Alright, I give up. I'll just say the words I'm told to. No. I properly test out the confirm and cancel commands. We continue doing this for many more voice commands, and I end up shouting even more really weird lines, over and over and over again. We were already being treated as weirdos, and this only serves to make it worse. I just want to crawl into a hole somewhere. Hell, give me a shovel and I'll dig one for myself. Look at you, Reiji-kun. You really went and unleashed yourself. Let's leave the voice command experiments at that. Those words make me feel like I was just graced by an angel of salvation. Thank you. Why the gratitude? Oh, it's nothing. What's the next experiment? Well, now let's try crawling on the ground. What the fuck? My thoughts exactly. He just thought that up. He's clearly just having fun by messing with me now. There's just no way he isn't. Even so, as a mere part-time worker, I can't really go against his words. I crawl. But Owari-san's absurdities, experiments, didn't end there. I couldn't do a handstand, but I still had to walk backwards, and even on all fours. Even the weird voice commands I hoped were over actually came back, and I ended up shouting even more of them. Some people laughed at me, some found me a nuisance, some saw me as a menace worthy of reporting to the police. I even bumped into a scary man and almost got taken to a place just as frightening. Even so, I did all of Owari-san's irresponsible requests, no matter how much of an affront to human rights they were. Needless to say, it was hellish. Excellent. You're working hard. Guess that's youth for ya. Thanks? Honestly, his praise didn't make me all that happy. Wait, what meaning did all those experiences even have? Good job, Reiji-kun. You're blacking out? Uh-oh. Thank you very much, Yuno-san. Now this makes me happy. Oh, the dazzling shine of a genuine high school girl's smile. If you need to sleep, then go ahead and sleep. Alright, take a little break. Then we'll move on to the other half of the experiments. Wait a second! Unable to bear it, I talk back against him. It's rare for me to go against Owari-san's proposals. Can't we leave it at that today? Come on, Owari-san, it's done. It's Owar or something. My joke has no effect. Well, not like I'm unaware that it was absolutely awful. He was trying to make a pun on over. It's over. It's over. Cracking open a cold one with the boys. Well, with the one boy and Yuno-san. I'll be honest, I'm out of energy and willpower. Please spare me. Reiji-kun, my boy. Do you really believe I won't reward you for all your hard work here? Reward? Get a load of this and feel your fatigue get blown away. X mode, initiate! No. Oh no. It's an X-ray mode. What the hell? Suddenly, the scenery of the town changes severely. The walls, the path, surfaces all over are replaced with sexy pictures. The fuck? What? Owari-san? I'm using the world program to modify the scenery you're seeing in real time and instantly showing you the results. I've heard of what augmented reality goggles were capable of doing, but experiencing it for myself changes everything. What the fuck? It changed like the puddles into pictures of girls. Okay. But that's not what that's not where your reward ends. Now, open your eyes wide and look at Yuno. Oh no. What? No way. But wait. A perv like him could actually... With hope and excitement in my heart, I turn to face Yuno-san. Yuno-san comes to my vision modified the same way as the billboards and all that. However, the power here is incomparable to anything around us. I mean, Yuno-san's wearing a swimsuit. Not just a swimsuit, a school swimsuit. That's Owari-san for you. He's a true man of culture. This is the true form of the program of the century. World! Well, wonderful, isn't it? Sorry I can't make it anymore. Today's been too much. Well, thanks for popping in. I'll probably just play the prologue so I can, get a feel for this game, and maybe I shouldn't say get a feel for something when this is what's on my screen right now. But just, I'll play the prologue and see if people want me to continue it. It really is. My tone makes me sound delirious. I'm so overwhelmed that I sound like I have some accent. Weird. Hey, what's so wonderful? I want to see it too! Yuno-san brings her face closer to mine, which, naturally, brings her memory weapons right before my eyes. Can't help but focus my sight exclusively on them. I'm so glad to be alive. Whoa, man. Did I do a good job? The lewdness of it. Reiji-kun, bring your face closer! I suddenly hear a clattering sound at the other end of the receiver, which instantly brings me back to my senses. Ah, Owari-san! You're taking screenshots, aren't you? You can't! You'll violate her rights to her likeness. Not to mention that it's just unfair. Oh, please don't get me wrong. This is important experiment data. I'll have to examine them really well later on. Have a good stream. Well, thanks for popping in. I heard that. You just made a weird laugh. There's no way you don't have bad intentions. Come on! Don't leave me out of it. It's unfair. I want to see it too. Yuno-san reaches for the New World goggles I'm wearing. Alright, that's enough for the reward. He turns off the visual rewriting, making Yuno-san go back to her school uniform. The indecent pictures around us also turn back to the normal surfaces they were. As I find myself a little disappointed, Owari-san whispers into my ear. Work hard on the other half of the experiments, and I'll show you an even greater new world. How do you feel about bikinis? I even have cat ear cosplay. Owari-san is seriously underestimating me. I'm not a small enough man to be lured and forced to act because of such a simple pleasure. Yeah, right, I'm taking the bait and I'm doing it proudly. I mean, just try imagining Yuno-san in a bikini. Just what kind of form would the memory weapons take after being freed from the tightness of the school swimsuit? I cannot allow myself to end this day without bearing witness to that. In fact, give me the bikini and cat ear combo. Sad as it might seem, my energy and motivation are back like they were never gone. Truly, World Program and Yuno-san's memory weapons are things to be feared. Alright, Midnight, will see this through to the end. Let's move on. Wait. What? What? Did I put in my name at the beginning of this game? I didn't, right? How does it know my name? Something fucky's going on here, Venom. How does it know my name? I'm kind of scared. I didn't put my name in at the beginning, right? Okay. All right. Midnight, will see this through to the end. Let's move on. Excellent. That's my boy. This is why your Judgment 7's hope. Now, let's start the second half of the experiment. Dance however you want while making a circle around the vicinity. The request is as unreasonable as always, but I no longer fear doing it. Thinking of the dream beyond this pain and embarrassment gives me all the motivation I need. And so, the moment I'm about to start dancing... What the hell? Ori-san, something's wrong. What? The world program is going haywire. But this never happened in the stress tests. With the sound of something shutting down, my vision turns completely black. Hey! Ori-san! I'm not seeing anything now! He doesn't respond. A few moments after I start to panic, my vision comes back. Huh? What? What I see is Asakusa Roku, the exact same place I was at, but the surroundings have completely changed. The buildings at my sides are destroyed and ruined. The crowds of people are gone, and I hear nothing but a deafening silence. I have no idea what happened. With shaking legs, I take a few steps forward and see... Eh? What? What the hell? What's going on here? Is that... Yuno-san? There's a girl in a sailor uniform crucified to the side of a ruined building. Her blue hair is shaking in the wind. She isn't the only one either. Other people I know well are hanging there too. Why did this happen? Wait, forget that. Just what is happening here? My brain can't keep up with the sight before me, so I'm just standing still in this warped city, completely dumbfounded. That's when I see something at the edge of my vision move. It's a girl, clad in a pure, unsullied one piece. She's looking directly at me. I see desperation in her eyes. It's as if she's pleading for something. The girl doesn't feel quite real, and seems to bear an air of mystery around her. I'm unable to look away. Strangely enough, I'm not scared of her. Still, I'm uncertain about how I should handle this, so I just freeze in place. She, however, silently starts speaking to me. Be careful. Huh? Be careful. The world is about to start. My vision is overcome by black again, and the girl is reduced to nothing but an afterimage. Be careful. The world is about to start. And it ends with you. Is that seriously the whole prologue? It was pretty short. I was expecting a longer prologue. Alright, well, opening. Okay. Our prologue has ended. Our world has overflowed. Chapter 1. Change the world. I guess I'll do the first chapter as well. Because I've only been streaming for like 45 minutes. I'll do the first chapter as well. Reiji-kun. Reiji-kun. Oh, hi. Huh? Yuno-san. What's wrong? Are you alright? I come back to the senses and see Yuno-san staring at my face. Wasn't she hanging on the building just now? My mind starts working again. Forget me, what about you? Did you just have something bad happen to you? Something bad? But I'm fine. She vigorously moves her arms to show that there's nothing wrong with her, and it doesn't look like she's forcing it. If that's the case, I see what's going on here. I heave a sigh. That was just image data you prepared, wasn't it, Owari-san? I already experienced enough to tell that the world program makes displaying things that aren't real into a real piece of cake. It was just some more AR, right? Honestly, I'm really impressed. Asakusa became a mess. Yuno-san and the others were crucified on the building. Felt like the world suddenly ended. What the fuck are you talking about? Hold up, Reiji-kun. What are you even talking about? Owari-san sounds puzzled. I don't have any data like that. Sure you didn't just see a daydream? Owari-san is an extreme pervert, and I wouldn't be surprised if he got arrested one of these days. But I already know him well enough to tell that he's no liar. Then, what was going on with Asakusa just now? Reiji-kun, maybe you really did overheat? Yeah, you were wearing the NWG all this time. It probably took a toll on your consciousness. Oh, also, hi, Luxo. But a daydream where Yuno's crucified, eh? I really didn't expect you to have a thing for bondage. I'm actually a bit impressed. Hold on now, don't misunderstand me. I don't like that. Don't be shy, boy. No need to deny it. You know what they say about dreams. They give you glimpses of what's deep inside your heart. He's clearly just messing with me now. I feel like talking back will only encourage him, so I decided to change the subject. By the way, what's the reason behind the program becoming all weird? Dunno. Can't tell until I take a better look at it. Looks like it went haywire and crashed. But it's theoretically impossible for my program to go out of control. Whatever is the case here, it doesn't look like we can continue the NWG street experiment. I can talk. Just head back to the base for now. Don't expect to escape the burning hell outside, though. Hold on. Have to find something. There we go. Okay. Owari-san ends the call. A bit disappointed that I wouldn't be getting the second reward, I take off the New World goggles. It makes me feel freed. The pleasant wind on my face feels chilly, in spite of the searing sunlight. The experiment's over. Good work. Yeah, you too. I'm overcome by even more disappointment that I didn't see the second reward. Man, what's wrong with me? Sakai-san said to come back to the base, right? Let's go! The moment we start walking, I hear some cheerful music come from her waist area. Your belly button's happy, you know? Oh, just a sec. She walks a few steps away, takes her smartphone out of the panda-like pouch hanging at her side, and places it against her ear. Hello? Huh? Sis? What is it? After a brief talk, Yuno-san ends the call and looks at me with a guilty expression. Sorry, Reiji-kun. I can't go back to the base with you. I need to go see Sis. Ah, I see. Don't worry about me. I'll go back on my own. Thanks. See you later. Yuno-san waves her hand and leaves. Watching her walk away makes me somewhat sad. Wait, now that I think about it, why is she wearing a school uniform on Sunday? I'm a bit curious, but I decide not to overthink it. In Judgment 7, mysteries like that are nothing to rack your brain over. There's just no point in that. Hisago Shopping Street. 7/16/2017, Sunday, 3:14. Okay, so it's been an hour and a half. With the weird helmet, NWG under my arm. With the weird helmet, NWG, under my arm, I make my way back to the office. I naturally start to think about what I saw. Asakusa in ruins. What was that anyway? Is Iwari-san right? Did I really just see a daydream? Maybe I was so blinded and hyped up by the reward that I didn't even notice myself getting a heat stroke. Be careful. The world is about to start. The mysterious words the girl left me with are stuck in my head. But I guess I won't figure anything out by just thinking about it. Yuno-san's right. I overheated, got a heat stroke, and started seeing and hearing things. That has to be it. As I try to convince myself, I walk through the familiar town of Asakusa. Now I'm at Judgment 7 office. After leaving the Asakusa Roku and passing the Hisago shopping street, I turn at a few street corners and arrive at a certain building. It's old looking, thin, has 3 floors, and is the Judgment 7 office. Now the name Judgment 7 might sound like the name of a hero group from some old manga, but let me assure you, it's nothing like that. It's actually a game development company, and this entire building belongs to it. J7 is no doubt one of the smaller game dev companies in the world. Even when you include me and Yuno-san, the part-time workers, the total is just 7. I started working here and became part of the team about 1 month ago. As a college student who thought of becoming a game designer, I was very happy at first. But then, I was given a bitter taste of how harsh the industry, or rather just J7, really is. First of all, the work hours are just insane. When game development takes off, you can barely sleep, bathe, or eat, and it's common to actually spend the night in the office. And worst of all, the pay we part-timers get is seriously low. Like, so low that I'm actually afraid to calculate my hourly pay. Lastly, the members are all extremely quirky, and putting up with their oftentimes absurd tasks can be really taxing. My role in the company, by the way, is AD, and no, despite what you're expecting, that doesn't stand for Assistant Director, but Assisting Director. It basically means that I'm in charge of whatever odd jobs the others may give me. Anyway, I'm back at the office. I'd like to get some rest now, but honestly, my hopes are low. I sigh and enter the building. This is a game development company? Wow. Judgment 7 office, dev room. Autosaved. I make my way up to the 2nd floor and open the door to the dev room, where I'm welcomed by a wave of hot air. That instantly reminds me what Owari-san said about the air conditioning. Yeah, this is definitely a burning hell. It's also humid, making it feel like a weak sauna. The dev room is split into 2, the development space at the front and the conference space further in. The office supplies here are all secondhand, making the whole place look and feel really messy. There's even a desk that looks like it's from an elementary school. Whose is it anyway? 2 men are looking at their PC screens with frenzied expressions, and I'm not sure if it's because of the boiling heat. I don't know why, but the air here feels tense. Thus returns number 0. The man making the edge of his sunglasses flash is Iruka-san. His official name is Iruka number 2. Of course, it's not his real name. He calls it his soul name, but it's basically a developer name. Iruka is Japanese for dolphin. Why he went with that and why the number 2? I have no idea, and I feel like I never will. He's obviously a member of Judgment 7. His role is planner, scenario writer, and scripter. What's wrong, number 0? You look as confused as a normal college student who slipped into the otherworld Nova arc. Apparently number 0 refers to me. What he calls people is completely arbitrary, making him really hard to understand. It's so bad that some of the members just outright ignore it whenever he does it. Someone should really give him a table to help him remember the nicknames he gave us. Yeah. In fact, he's in charge of the settings of the company's games, so he should make one himself. What is it, 0? Is your consciousness still bound to the realm of Asher? Do you need a rite of soul binding? He calls me a weird name again and adds a strong dose of his incomprehensible nonsense. Man, this is annoying. Well there, my consciousness has been bound to this world for 18 years now, so don't you worry. And who are you calling 0? Please don't give me such embarrassing names. Everyone has 2 names. One is the warrior name written in God's plan, and the other is the name they had since before they were born. The one etched onto their souls. What happened to the name our parents gave us? Oh, what an appropriate comment. It's something a light novel protagonist would say. Blood is thicker than water, indeed. I'm trying to find a good name for him. A good voice for him. What does blood have to do with this? My parents are normal. A salaryman and a housewife. You'll know eventually. The time will come, regardless of whether you resist or struggle. He makes the edge of his sunglasses flash again. I still don't really know how he does that. Doesn't resist and struggle mean the same thing here? It's unavoidable, right? No, wait. You're just saying whatever comes to mind, aren't you? My words are a divine revelation. There's no thinking here, only feeling. Feeling! Iruka-san's voice resounds throughout the dev room. The fact that he does this even when other people are trying to work has people describing him as the vocal madman, but that doesn't seem to bother him whatsoever. I figure there's no point in talking to him anymore and face the other person here. Hello, Owari-san. I'm back. Oh, Reiji-kun. Welcome back. Good work on the experiment. This man is Sakai Owari-san. He's the one who was telling me what to do during the street experiment. Not what I expected at all. He's also the founder and main representative of the game development company, Judgment 7. He works as the main programmer, and his skill at programming is actually amazing. He's specialized in creating ultra-perverted programs that no normal person could write. I hear that his incomprehensible code might or might not be also be used in the security programs of some major online shopping site. Of course, the World program that we experimented with was also made entirely by him. Also, Sakai Owari isn't his real name, but a developer name he gave himself, which is kinda obvious, I guess. Speaking of which, my own name here, Reiji Gozen, or Midnight, is also just the developer name Owari-san gave me by changing the reading of my real name, Reiji Misaki. Oh man, I really didn't expect the experiment to end there, and I was just getting to the good part. Oh well, don't sweat it. We'll continue it some other time. I'll be putting up an even bigger show than you did today. Bigger show than today? You're downright evil, aren't you? But wait, maybe I'll be able to bear for the reward? Man, what a pathetic thought. That aside, sorry to tell you this the moment you came back. But can you help us out? We need a hand or two. Alright. You can almost hear the hesitation in my voice. Owari-san is probably examining what caused the World program to fail and crash. If that's really the case, I can't help him at all. I'm a complete layman when it comes to programming, so I don't have any of the necessary knowledge. Well, that's an awkward answer. What's wrong? Well, you need my help examining the World program, right? Can I really do anything there? No, that's not it. I don't need your help with that. I'm more or less done anyway. You know how the cooler is dead, right? Well, it seems like our servers couldn't take the rising temperature and overheated. The work I need you to on now is different. Basically, I want you to participate in active internet marketing, otherwise known as active shilling! Self-promotion! Iruka-san strikes a pose and makes more weird voices. Okay, just so you know, no matter how hard you try and how loud you shout it, you can't make self-promotion sound cool. You can make it simple and just say that I have to post on Subchan. Subchan, or Subchannel, is a major online tech support forum. Okay, 4chan. At the end of June, Judgment 7 released a new app game, Skeleton Gate. It's the first game I ever helped develop. We got it from the planning stages to release, all within June alone. And needless to say, the schedule was downright hellish. Because of that, we call the month the June of Nightmares, and none of us want to experience something like that ever again. However, despite seemingly costing us a few years of our lives, the game doesn't seem to be attracting that much attention. That's why Owari-san told us to go on Subchan, where there are tons of game threads, and actively post to get people interested in our creation. I checked Subchan for the first time in a few days. I'm shocked at how dead the thread is. His shoulders droop and he sighs. And that's why I want us all to make the thread all lively. Let us weave the comments of perfection and breathe life to the thread. No, to Skeleton Gate! Let's burn! Hey, you can't catch fire. That'd have the opposite effect. Can't help but comment. Knowing him, he'd actually do it. Giving Iruka-san a sidelong glance, I sit down at my own desk. Then, I boot up the PC and go to the Skeleton Gate thread. Yeah, it's so dead it's kind of sad. In fact, it hasn't been touched for 2 weeks now. It's not just dead, it's 6 feet under. Judgment 7's Skeleton Gate is finally out. Sorry. Judgment 7 Skeleton Gate is finally out! I've been waiting for this for too long. Of course it's worth wait. Can't go wrong with any Judgment 7 game. And seriously? Just 800 yen? They're so kind it actually hurts me. Nothing to complain about so far. Like, that is so blatantly obvious that it's self-promotion. I can see why they're so serious about this. It really makes me want to increase the post count. Right as I'm about to do just that, a new post appears. This game's god tier. Holy shit, what a time sink. It's Owari-san. His post is followed by another. I know exactly what you mean, Sakai. Ever since I got my hands on it, I've been so absorbed, I'm barely even sleeping. When was the last time I slept anyway? This is Iruka-san. J7 members are pretty much the only people posting here, making it feel less like a thread about the game, and more like some weird troll thread meant to put people off with excessive praise. Also, they say they've actually got Skelly from planning to release in just 1 month. Are they gods? Aren't both Owari-san and Iruka-san acting too much like themselves? They have to be. They treaded a path so thorny, you wouldn't expect to find it in hell. It's not but a good memory now. I mean, look, Iruka-san's actually posting like he's the developer. Or so they say. Looks like he realized it and added a comment to try and mask it, but it's already too late. He should really try acting more like a normal poster. They're both good examples of what not to do here, so I do the opposite and type up a basic, harmless comment. I just downloaded Skeleton Gate from the store. I'm liking the idea behind it. It feels original. Looking forward to see how it develops. A passing anonymous wannabe. It appears on the thread. No one should be able to tell that I'm a dev. Then again, I'm not sure if anyone besides us at J7 is looking at this thread. Anyway, a moment later, more comments appear. Hold up. Can you not imply that it's just original? The game's true nature is to destroy all common sense. One is from Owari-san. Gate, not gate. Get a load of this guy. And the other is from Iruka-san. Yeah, these people always appear whenever you become a little bit famous. Guess that's just part of fame. We're supposed to try and make this thread more lively. Why are they picking a fight with one of their own? Listen here, child. A neophyte like you deserves a lesson. That group's games are simultaneously vidya and not. They are akin to sacred texts, and when you are graced by the divine hand of Judgment 7, your meager soul will ascend to the higher plane of the Seven Slayer. Iruka-san types up another one of his unique ideas. I can't make any sense of this. I respond with another inoffensive comment, careful not to ruin the thread's atmosphere. Alright, sorry about that. Why am I the one who's supposed to apologize here? This is getting on my nerves. Suddenly, a Dark Angel of Chaos posts in the thread. It's somewhat surprising me since it's a nickname used by another one of J7's members. I turn to a nearby desk and see a girl that wasn't there just a moment ago. She's facing her PC, not saying a word. I guess she's what you'd call goth? It's a peculiar fashion sense, and I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but she has a dark air around her that makes her seem unapproachable. Nevertheless, she's a real beauty. Her glasses suit her well, and I can't help but momentarily become mesmerized by her side profile. She's another worker at J7, and the one using the name Dark Angel of Chaos, Natsumi Yuki-san. I never confirmed it, but I'm quite sure Natsumi is just a developer name. The Sumi there stands for Sin, which isn't exactly something you'd use in a real name. Her role in this company is basically anything to do with visual design. That covers character design, UI design, logo design, and many other visuals. She also actually lives in this building. Owari-san owns it, and she pays him a monthly rent of 30,000 yen for a part of the third floor. $30,000 yen USD. Wow. $272.37 she pays every month. That's really cheap. I mean, it's a part of the third floor, so who knows? It might be like a studio. It might be like a bed next to a toilet. You don't know. Natsumi-san rarely steps outside the office, making her an oddball who actually lives in the company she works at all. As she works at. Good morning, Natsumi-san. The dark barrier scares me, but I still muster the courage to greet her. It's probably strange to say good morning at this time of the day, but this is a workplace where the concept of day and night holds little meaning, so it's normal for us to use that greeting the first time we meet that day. Natsumi-san slowly looks around and then stares at me with eyes seemingly devoid of emotion. I'll ask just because you're the only one close. Are you the one who just talked to me? Yes, I am. Why did you do that? I don't think I understand your intention. Intention? Something serious. It's the first time we met today, so I just said hi as a colleague. You and me. Colleagues. That's so funny. I'm dead. She laughs, but her face shows no emotion. It's actually a bit scary. I don't know what the perv is thinking, but I never once thought of you as a colleague. In fact, I think you're a nuisance. It sickens me to have someone with no ambition, will, or convictions call me a colleague. It's not something I can say in his presence, but I really wish he would just disappear. Hey, I'm right here, before your eyes. I'd say that out loud, but the dark barrier around her is just too strong. She continues verbally attacking me, not pulling any punches whatsoever. So don't ever talk to me for no reason. Don't ever get in the way of my work. Don't greet me either. Do your best to have less presence than air. After those ice-cold words, she faces her PC again. Sorry. This isn't the first time she was so harsh to me. But although I often feel like she'll break me, I'm more or less used to it by now. The real problem is that I still don't know how to deal with her. Still don't understand how distant I have to be. She just told me to not greet or talk to her, but I don't think she'll be satisfied with just that. After I started working here, there was a time period during which I avoided her, careful not to annoy her the way I did just now. Eventually, she said some things about that. Not to me directly, but just loud enough for me to hear. One time, she said, "People who don't greet others aren't people. Even monkeys can communicate better." Then there was, "Who is that frail-looking person that shows up here every now and then? If he doesn't talk to me and keeps acting so shady, I might just report him." Yes, those words were said by the very same Natsumi-san who just told me to not talk to or greet her again. I still can't understand what kind of person she really is. Like her nickname, Dark Angel of Chaos, implies, this girl is really chaotic. How should I interact with her from now on? If I'm to keep working here, I'll have to find an answer to that. Now, what to do with the URL Natsumi-san linked? Albeit hesitantly, I move the cursor over it and click it. It takes me to another thread on Subchan. Judge 7, Thread 6. You're the ones getting judged edition. I messed around with this for over an hour before realizing it's bullshit and trashing it. I want my money back. We warned you. It's your own damn fault for not listening. It is bad to upload this to the store. Uploading to the store is dirt cheap and there aren't any regulations, but there's trash everywhere. But man, J7's stuff is just beyond trash. Its title is Judge 7 Thread 6. You're the ones getting judged edition. Well, that sure doesn't sound nice. I take a deep breath and start reading it. They say that the idea behind Skellington is 99 years old. Well, woo lad, how old are they? I saw this thread and was interested in just how bad they are. So I went and bought the newest one, Skelly whatever it was. Seriously though? One-time payment? In this day and age? And for 800? Jeez. Like, how much is 800 friggin' yen? It's a one-time payment. Like, yeah, I'll totally take a one-time payment over microtransactions. 800 Japanese yen is $7.26. Okay, so it is expensive. But that's the same price as any mobile game that's a one-time payment. They can be anywhere from like $1.99 to like $15. So, $7 is nothing. Anyway, it looks like a shoot 'em up, but I can't fire any bullets. And when I tapped on the screen, some letters went out of my character. I then had to read some stupidly long prologue. Before I knew it, 2 hours had passed. What the hell? $4.28. That's Judgment 7 for you. Don't try to understand. It's for your own good. Oh wait, I think I see. So it's basically a Judgment 7 bashing thread. Okay. They should finally create a law against the sale of shitty apps. Where were they even going with this? The dialogue is nonsense, the controls are crap, the gameplay doesn't make sense, Sound and visuals are in bad taste. A goddamn 10-year-old would have made a better game. That's sad by itself, but it's made even worse by the fact that it's actually really active. There's quite a lot of posts here. Okay. They're primarily talking about the world, settings, and scenarios. There's a single comment praising the character design, but, well, yeah, the gameplay and scenario are shit. Sorry. Well, yeah, the gameplay and scenario are shit, but the graphics are pretty good. Hell no. No, sorry, haha no. The problem is the one who posted it. I agree that the lines don't make sense, but the character design isn't bad. Dark Angel of Chaos. That's none other than Natsumi-san. I take a look at her. She's typing away with a blank look on her face. How is she typing? She's got a friggin' drawing tablet in front of her. She's actually praising herself while using her own nickname. I don't know about anyone else in the thread, but we at J7 can instantly see what's going on here. I just don't get her. Her personality is just beyond me. I continue reading the thread. Nope, is exactly that. It's so badly overdone it's actually hard to make out the details. Feels like the work of a newbie designer trying to show off. There's more criticism of the character design. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's a prime example of someone trying something different and failing miserably. Getting bashed this badly is disheartening, to put it lightly. I wonder how everyone else feels. Just posting to say that Synchro was actually pretty good. Suddenly, the mood of the thread changes. Oh yeah, Synchro is an exception. The post gets replies from people who agree. If you ignore the fact that you can't clear the last dungeon, Synchro is actually perfect. Shame. Would have been my game of the year 2016 if it kept its balance until the end. Even those who were bashing J7 until now seem to rate Synchro very highly. Why aren't they making something like that again? Well, did their staff escape or something? Synchro. Isn't that? Off the jigsaw puzzle. I feel the atmosphere of the room change and look at Natsumi-san again. Oh, hi. She stopped typing praises for herself and is now just looking at her PC screen. Hey! Hello, Vermin Lord. I know who you are. How are you? Her usually stoic face seems to be showing a hint of sadness. And she's not alone in this. Owari-san and Iruka-san's expressions seem a bit stiff too. Oh! It's clear that it's because of the comment on Subchan. Synchro is short for another one of Judgment 7's games, Synchro Dive. As a newcomer to this company, I don't know much about the game. All I do know is that it's their third work, and that it's an RPG with virtual reality as the main theme. I can't even begin to imagine what about it is making them look so troubled. At the same time, I'm actually surprised that J7 actually made a proper game once. That proves they're capable. So why aren't they doing it now? As I'm lost in thought, I hear Owari-san speak, probably to try and fix the mood. Bye? Okay. Thanks for popping in, I guess. So what's with the blinking? Yeah, they blink. It's a visual novel with blinking. Lady and gentlemen, how long will you tolerate these people doing as they please? Isn't it high time we roast them? No one asked you. No one asked you. I know. Do you have anything, constructive to input? I said constructive. Okay. Mouth move. Yeah. Yeah, like... This is like a high budget friggin' visual novel. It's weird. Well said, Sakai. That's exactly what I was thinking just now. The time has come for the God of Judgment's descent. Shatter under my hammer, insolent ones. Come and burn! Iruka-san's weird voice echoes throughout the room. And man, he really has no shortage of delusional ideas, huh? Well, I'm pretty much used to this by now, but I appreciate it if he was a bit more organized on that front. Anyway, the fact that he and Owari-san are about to enter this threat is a problem. That can only result in a flame war. Owari-san, Iruka-san, why not just ignore it? Won't you just add fuel to the fire? I should have known they wouldn't listen to me. They just start typing away at immense speeds and posting up a storm of comments supporting J7. They don't even refrain from calling the critics idiots or brainlets. Even the Dark Angel of Chaos, Natsumi-san, joins in and fans the flames, quickly making the threat even worse. The heat coming from my screen is so bad that I can't help but back away. Reiji-kun, stop being a lurker and join in. Yeah, number 0, let's unleash the force within us and win this holy war! Wow! They're tough. Looks like I have no choice. I'll bring down the servers with a DOS attack and... Stop, Owari-san! I don't know what that is, but it sounds like a crime! Eat this! My secret technique! ASCII art for coma! Endless hell! Copy! Paste! I really don't feel like joining this, but I can't really go against what they want, so I place my hands on the keyboard. The heat of the sun outside, the office with no air conditioning, they're nothing compared to the burning hell of a thread I've resolved to dive into. It's been like 2 hours. It's over. I lie down on my chair. Naturally, the flame war at the J7 bashing thread ended with our defeat. They crushed us completely. Right now, I'm the only one in the dev room. Owari-san went to his penthouse on this building, while Iruka-san went to the cafeteria lounge on the first floor. Natsumi-san returned to her living space on the third floor, most likely for a post-battle rest. As for me, it doesn't seem like I'll have anything more to do today, so maybe I should just return to my apartment? I still need to wash away what that shaved ice left on my back. I should at least ask before leaving. Going all the way up to Owari-san is a hassle, so I'll just call him instead. The moment I reach for my phone, the door to the dev room opens, and I hear a cheerful voice. Heyo! Asano-san's here! It's a beautiful woman with an upswept hairstyle. Her cheeks are slightly flushed. There's a vinyl bag in her hand, and I can see lots of sweets inside. Wait, what? It's not chilly. It's not chilly in here. Wait, what? It's not chilly at all in here. What's going on in? What's going on here? I'm like adding extra words. I told you that the cooler broke, right? So the base is very hot. The woman is followed by Yuna-san, the girl I parted ways with in Asakusa. She's also holding a bag full of sweets. Oh yeah, you did. I completely forgot. Man, this just sucks. The woman walks into the room, places her stuff on the table, and looks at me. Wait, that's... Owari? Iruka? Natsumi? Me? Yuno? And Asana. Okay, so we are still missing one. The woman walks into the room, places her stuff on the table, and looks at me. I believe in you. Speak words. I'm trying. I'm trying my best to get words out. Reiji, you don't look like you're doing anything. Fan me. She walks closer to me, takes the free chair next to me, the one that looks like it's from an elementary school, and sits down. Alright, alright. I take the clear file and start fanning her with it. Hey, the wind's lukewarm. Do it harder. Anyway, the one making me do this slave-like thing is another J7 member, Asano Hayase-san. Her role here is sound design, and she covers everything from background music to sound effects. She's also blessed with the talent to break PCs and other equipment. It's so bad that her PC and musical keyboards both lack some keys. This results in her mails lacking text and music lacking sounds. But she's the type of person to just not care about that. She's also Yuno-san's elder sister. She's not very simple. Hold on, let me take a drink. She's also Yuno-san's elder sister. They're not very similar, especially when it comes to a certain part of the body. This is Yuno-san, and this is Asano-san. Huge breasts and tiny breasts. Hyoho grape and Delaware. Yeah, they're completely different. Ah! Reiji! You just looked at my chest. You think you're in a position to get away with sexual harassment? That's some guts you have there. No, I didn't. I'm not being lecherous. I'm just thinking about how different you and your sister are. Oh no, I just made a huge mistake. Reiji! Her face is full of rage. A moment later, a punch flies into my eye. Whoa. She doesn't hold back or show any sign of stopping. Ow! Please stop! I won't. Our sizes is the only thing you guys ever compare. It just pisses me off. Why are men always equating a woman's worth to the size of her breasts? I mean, those things are pretty much useless. That's wrong. Large breasts can be used for many various things. Man, I almost said that out loud. If Owari-san's pervertedness rubbed off on me, then I'll really need to do some self-reflection. Sis, you can't bully Reiji-kun. Yuno-san's words make Asano-san stop. I'm not bullying him. I'm just teaching him that being rude to women can get you hurt. Though she argues, she actually stops punching. Google? What are you doing, Google? Go away. Jesus, just speak slower, boy. Yeah, it'll stretch out this stream. I'm only going to go to the end of chapter 1. Just because the prologue, I was going to do just the prologue, but the prologue was like half an hour tops. And that was only because I kept stopping. So I'll do the end of chapter 1. So I'll slow down a bit. Though she argues, she actually stops punching. Thank you, Yuno-san. Seeing Yuno-san stop Asano-san makes it hard to tell who's the real elder sister. Seriously, Yuno-san is way more mature. Reiji, you compared our breasts again, didn't you? I don't feel like she'll let me off that easily this time, so I desperately try to hide it. No, I wouldn't do that. Also, is it just me, or are you drunk? I sincerely hope this change of subject is enough to distract her. Yeah, and I'm an adult. I'm allowed to drink. I've been in a karaoke meeting since morning. Of course I drink. Oh? A karaoke meeting? With you there, it must have been really exciting. My half-hearted words instantly put her in a good mood. Of course it was. First I sang an old Goldie medley, then a J-pop medley. Then I sang a Western music medley, and then the finale, an anime song medley. Sounds great, doesn't it? Were you really the only one singing? Or were you really the only one who was singing? Were the others okay with that? Others? What do you mean? It's a karaoke meeting, right? Didn't you meet up and sing with other people? Huh? Are you okay in the head? Why would anyone ever go to karaoke with other people? It's something you do alone. Really? Do you have fun listening to other people's crappy singing? Does it make you happy? Move you? Heal you? Well, it doesn't do anything for me. That's why it's obvious to do karaoke meetings alone. There's nothing weird about that. I see. I guess there isn't. She's saying that while tightening her fist. So I have no choice but to agree. I imagine Asano-san waking up early this fine Sunday to go to a karaoke meeting and sing there all by herself. It's quite a saddening picture. Honestly, that's actually the best way to describe her. She's a saddening or just a sad beauty. Her violent disposition, her talent to break machinery, her breast size. It's all just so... But Reiji-kun, she can't go to karaoke with her friends even if she wanted to. I mean, she doesn't have a single friend. Yuno-san reveals that saddening info with a bright smile on her face. The fact that there's not a hint of malice in that smile is what makes airheads like her so formidable. You know, you're not supposed to say that! Asano-san tries to stop her, but alas, she's dealing with a supreme airhead. Yuno-san just keeps talking and revealing even more of her sister's sadness. Oh, but we did sing together for a bit. Sis forgot her wallet and couldn't leave, so she called me to the karaoke place. Ah, so the callback then was an SOS from Asano-san. So not only did she go to a karaoke meeting early in the morning, but she also forgot her wallet and had to call her little sister for help. Yep, that's just sad. You'd think there was a limit to how sad a person can be. Looks like not even Asano-san could win against this deluge of her little sister's airheadedness. Whatever. I get to have a good time singing with my sister, so it's all fine. Also, didn't you buy some ice cream? It'll melt if you don't put it in the fridge. Ah, oh yeah, I completely forgot. Gotta hurry. Melting ice cream is really hard to eat. Yuno-san leaves the fridge. Yuno-san leaves the dev room to go to the first floor lounge and put the ice cream in the fridge. The dev room has a fridge too, but the one down there is newer and freezes things better. Phew. Asano-san sighs in relief. She's probably glad that Yuno-san won't be revealing any more of her saddening points. Hard to eat because you drink. That is true. I'm kind of disappointed. I wanted to hear more. As though she read my mind, Asano-san glares at me with sharp eyes. Got anything to say, Reiji? I most certainly do not! Well, whatever. By the way, what's the perv up to? He didn't just up and leave after calling me over, right? The word perv obviously refers to Owari-san. Natsumi-san and Asano-san often call him that. Though they also use Owari. I'd say it's perv half the time and Owari the other half. That aside, Asano-san just said something I can't ignore. Owari-san is in his room, but... Did he really call you? Yeah, he called me right when Yuno came to the karaoke place. He told me to return to the base by evening. Why? What do you mean, why? We're holding a 7 council now, aren't we? That's what he told me anyway. A 7 council? 7 councils are Judgment 7's most important meetings. It's imperative that all members, part-time workers included, participate in it. It's the first time I hear that we're having one today. As I stand there dumbfounded, the dev room's door opens up. I thought that Yuno-san had returned, but the one who comes in is Owari-san. Oh? Asano. You came. Nice. Yeah, I came, and I brought Yuno with me. Now tell me, why did you decide to hold a 7 council on a Sunday? It's supposed to be a day off. I was having a good time at a karaoke meeting, and you went in and ruined it. The meeting had just one person in it anyway. As you'd expect from someone who knew her for long. Owari-san is well aware of how saddening she is. What's wrong with one-person karaoke? Nothing at all. It's just a bit sad that a youthful girl such as yourself would spend a day off in on one-person karaoke. Yes! I feel the exact same way. Asano, you already have a saddening set of breasts compared to Yuno. Can't you at least be less saddening in what you actually do? He actually said that without any hesitation. What game is this anyway? Oh yeah, I can change the title of it now, can't I? It's called, and I'm very proud of myself for only comparing it to that other game once. It's called Our World is Ended. Like I said, somehow I haven't, you know. You literally have that other game in the description. Our world has ended? Oh, no, 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 no. I'm not talking about Danganronpa. I'm talking about The World Ends With You. Our world has ended with you. You too, you perv? Her voice turns rough. What would I do with breasts anyway? They're useless. Stop equating women's worth to that. Wrong. Asano, you are mistaken. Owari-san makes a face that's probably more serious than any I've seen him make so far. Large breasts can be used for many various things. The pride and confidence he put into that statement makes me want to applaud him. Allow me to show you a very special video I recently downloaded. It shows a sexy lady using her large hooters for oh so many things. He takes out his smartphone. You don't have to show me that. I mean, just don't, you perv. Asano-san snaps and showers Owari-san in punches. Whoa. Hey, stop! This is in-company violence. Ow, ow, come on, stop! I'm back! Ah, sis, now you're bullying Sakai-san. You can't do that. He happens to be Judgment 7's president, you know? The words happens to be makes me a bit sympathetic of him. Anyway, because of Yuno-san's intervention, Asano-san stops her from violence. Sis, let's go prepare for the safe, fun meeting. We have to put the sweets on the table. Hey now, how many times do I have to tell you that it's the 7 Council? Oh yeah, we have to prepare for the Safe Fun Council. Safe and fun, safe and fun. Come on, sis, let's go. Alright. Looking like she doesn't want to see Owari-san's face anymore, Asano-san accompanies Yuno-san to the conference room deeper in the dev room. Oh man, that was a bad time. Reiji-kun, did I say anything wrong? No, you were completely correct. Personally, I even respect your courage. But the pain you feel is completely your own fault. By the way, you just said that there's a 7 Council today. Is that true? It is. Wait, I didn't tell you? I got the idea when we ended the experiment and informed everyone right then. You're coming back anyway, so I must have forgotten. He smiles. It doesn't seem like he feels the least bit guilty. I'm thinking of starting it at about 6, so you just help prepare like you always do. He slaps me on the shoulder and returns to his own desk. Oh man, and here I thought I'd be going back now. Huh. Though it sounds like I'm complaining, I'm not all that averse to this. This will be the first 7 Council in a while. Everyone will be there, and I'm a bit excited to find out what we talk about. The fact that I'm actually glad to lose my chance to go home and rest shows just how comfortable this workplace has become for me. I'm not quite sure if that's a good thing, but instead of considering the dangers, I just go and help prepare for the 7 Council. It's now 6:03. And yeah, we're missing someone. There's a box in their seat. Everyone gathered at the conference space for Judgment 7's most important meeting, the 7 Council. Yuno-san and I quickly finished the preparations. Asano-san helped a little too. So there were no problems on that front. Then again, the preparations didn't involve any document handling and whatnot. We just had to place some snacks and drinks on the table. The pizza Yuno-san ordered makes this look like an actual party, but that's how it is every time. The only conference-like thing here is the laptop. At least it would be conference-like if it didn't display a beautiful blonde lady in a swimsuit. Alright, that looks like more than enough snacks and drinks. None of you should pass out during the conference. Owari-san looks at the selection of food and drinks and nods in satisfaction. He then faces the laptop and talks to it. Hey yo, Tanichika. Can you hear me properly? It's fine, I hear you good. The laptop responds with a voice coming from its mini speaker. The one talking is Tatiana-san. Her full name is Tatiana Alexandrovna Sharapova. Wow, I actually remembered it. Good job, me. Tatiana-san is another J7 member. She works with Owari-san as a sub-programmer. Apparently, her programming speed is greater than his, and I don't think we would have survived the June of Nightmares without her. She's capable for sure, but I still don't actually know what kind of person she is. She's usually in some sort of lab in Hokkaido, and she rarely comes here in person. That's why she participates in conferences through voice chat. All I know is that she's Russian and young. Oh god. I once asked Yuna-san about her, and she said she's very cute, so it's safe to assume she looks good. During voice chats, she uses a pic of a sexy blonde lady, but I don't think that's actually her. Still, I think I can expect a similar appearance from the real thing. I mean, what's the point of using that pic otherwise? And if her programming skills are recognized by Owari-san, I can assume that she's about as old as him. She sounds a bit young, but that's probably because she's not too good at Japanese yet. It's kind of charming, to be honest. Remembered it but couldn't say it. You know it. Tatiana Alexandrova Sharapova. No, I think it might be Alexandrovna. She's Russian, and even her name, Tatiana, sounds kind of sexy and glamorous. Yeah, I'm sure I can expect something great. I lose myself in my imagination and nonchalantly stare at the sexy blonde beauty in the laptop. Before I realize it, Natsumi-san is staring at me with the coldest of eyes, like she's looking at some insect. Were you with Owari too long? Did you catch his perv germ? No, I didn't. Don't talk. You're spreading the germ. Don't open your mouth. You know what? Don't even breathe. Oh, I see. So you want me to die. Well, it's true that I stare at the screen with a bit of a perverted mind, so I guess I deserve a scalding comment or two. Come on, Sekai. What are you doing? Just started already. Unlike you all, I'm very busy. Alright then, I will. Owari-san stands up and clears his throat. All 7 members of Judgment 7 are here. Let us begin the 7 Council. 7 Council! Iruka-san raises his voice, and we, all as one, completely ignore him. And so begins another 7 Council. And what are we going to talk about this time? Asano-san bites into a sweet and hits Owari-san with that question. Hopefully it's about whatever the fuck I saw in the helmet. If it's something worthless, I'll curse you. Natsumi-san takes the candy and throws it into her mouth. Suddenly she grimaces. What's with this candy? It's disgusting. Ah, that's the new sweet boot candy. There's both good ones that taste like honey and bad ones that taste like boot. Yuna-san answers while looking at the candy bag. I just don't know what kind of comment to make about that product. I bought it because it says it'll liven up any party. Looks like you got a bad one. Boot? You have to be kidding. Show me that. Natsumi-san takes the candy bag out of Yuna-san's hand. Hey, it says whip, not boot. It's sweetened whip candy. But still, what kind of taste is whip? Ah, so that's how you eat it. I bought because I thought boot flavored candy would have been interesting. What a shame. I can't begin to understand why she thought that in the first place. Oh, so it's basically Russian candy. Intriguing. This is a good chance to test my luck. So good. Iruka-san joins and makes the whole thing even more lively. Whoa! It started just 10 or so seconds ago and it's already derailed. Guess that's the 7 Council for you. Ugh, it's so bad. It actually feels like boot. Tea! I need tea! Asano-san also pulled a bad one. How sad. Hey, no fan. I want to join in and have fun too. Tatiana-san complains to the laptop speakers, but everyone ignores her. We briefly play with the sweetened whipped candy and, well, the bag didn't lie. The party turned lively. But this is supposed to be a conference, right? I'd say that out loud, but it's clear I'd be ignored, so I just silently watch. It took about 5 minutes for the Seven Council to return to being the conference. And what's the reason for the Seven Council? If it's just a party, I'll start drinking beer. Asano-san complains, despite contributing to the derailing. No need to rush me. I'll announce it right now. The subject for today's Seven Council is... He makes a needlessly long pause and... It's Judgment 7's next game. I'm thinking about starting it now. How about you all? I felt the time was close. You don't disappoint, Sakai. The excitement compels Iruka to make more weird sounds. What kind of world should I create? Just say it, and you'll have it! Already? But it hasn't even been a month since Skelly. Man, that sucks. You could at least give us a summer holiday. Asano-san gives a highly reasonable opinion. But sis, even if you got a summer holiday, all you do is go to the karaoke by yourself. Wouldn't you have more fun working? Hey, I have a few things I'd do if I had a summer holiday. Intriguing. And what would they be exactly? She falls silent. It's pretty clear she has no plans like that, and Natsumi-san asked while being fully aware. I'm in favor of this. I had no intention of taking a summer holiday. Natsumi-san, you stay here even on your days off, right? Well, I know you live here, but still. I'm fine with it too. I'll have some free time soon anyway. I guess she's about to be done with some major research. Yeah, I'll work too. Making games is hard, but it's exciting, like preparing for a festival. Honestly, I feel the same way. It's like preparing for a school festival. Well, don't get me wrong. It's not like I don't want to do it. I mean, after 7 o'clock, I can even work while drinking beer. Asano-san, I never heard of that rule. You and this company are so lax. But man, they must know that things are gonna become hectic again when development starts. Despite that, they all seem to be up for it. I guess I shouldn't expect less from the members of the game dev company. What about you, Reiji-kun? It actually makes me happy that he asked my opinion. I mean, I'm just a part-timer. Anyway, I give an honest answer. I don't want to go through a hell like the one last month, but I'm all for making a new game. Summer break is about to start at college, so I'll have lots of time. Alright, everyone approves, so let's start working on the new project. As you all know, our next game will be Judgment 7's 7th work. I'm thinking of making a new Axis, New Age, New Dimension RPG that utilizes the World Program's AR. And its title is... Our World Is Ended? Owari-san starts writing on the whiteboard. I engrave the words into my mind. Worldo End Heaven. And so, after giving us the title, alright, let's talk about what kind of RPG it'll be. He proudly throws everything else to us. This is how J7 usually develops. Make a title that clicks, and then try to think what the game's about. It feels haphazard, but with employees like this, that's probably the best method. Now starts the actual party time, otherwise known as brainstorming. Everyone eats and drinks whatever they want while presenting their opinions. I want a game with cute characters in it. I knew you'd understand, you know. I feel the same way. I want bears and rabbits. A certain someone made Paradise Puerto Roca into a very dark, ugly, and icky world. Are you talking about me? Impressive. So you think you're a big enough person to criticize me, eh, Tatiana-san? No, I think your drawings are amazing. I just want to make something cute. Not happening. I'm not good at animal characters who have nothing going for them but cuteness. And this, in the first place, characters meant to charm people disgust me. Natsumi-sensei, you really understand. I too vote for a dark, gothic, chaotic world. I specialize in worlds and settings that are rich, chaotic, complicated, mysterious, and impossible for the common mind to follow. Pinpoint! Field! Well, I don't really care either way, but I don't want to make too many dark songs. I mean, that would be just depressing. The fact that no one in this conference is acting reserved makes derails pretty common. By the way, Reiji, where's the pizza's hot sauce? My brain, my cerebrum desires stimulation. Looks like his excitement made him forget the whole thing, where he calls me number 0. He returned to the name he uses more often, Reiji. That doesn't change the fact that what he's speaking is mostly a mess, but whatever. Yes, it's right here. The hot sauce here is a special sauce that comes with the pizza when you pay extra. There's habanero in it, and even a little bit of it is really hot. Oh yeah, no pizza is complete without this. Iruka-san pours a significant amount of the sauce on a pizza slice and forces it into his mouth. Nice! Hot! As Iruka-san releases a sound of joy, Asano-san looks at him like he's a cryptid or something. How can you even eat that? Jeez, is your tongue as broken as your head? You can only eat mild curry, right, sis? What about that? Mild curry is the best. Taste and world settings both must have a spicy oomph to them. You still have a ways to go. You still have a long way to go, Asano. What's with that condescending attitude? Are you treating me like a child just because I don't like spicy stuff? Are you trying to piss me off? Yeah, habanero, really hot. Yeah, I know. Habanero has a bit of a bite to it. It's not super hot. But remember, they're Japanese. So, you know, they're not used to super hot stuff. Asano, punch Iruka for me. Anyone who makes fun of mild curry is a baddie. Okay, then I will. 1, 2. All my armor of flesh, and there's still so much pain. Asano, you are the incarnation of the War Guard, Marghi. Stop spouting your nonsense. Sis, you can't bully Iruka-san. He's a poor person who can only live in the worlds he made. Yuno-san's merciless words severely damage Iruka and make him drop on the table. He has my sympathy. Suddenly, Owari-san, who spoke little until now, hits the table. I got an idea. The concept behind World End Heaven is super hot. Super hot. For a moment, I wonder if there's a deeper meaning to that, but there's something about a heroine trying to bear the pain of heat that just does it for me, you know? He makes a lewd look. Apparently to him, that's really all there is to it. Nevertheless, the group was given a key word. Natsumi-san takes a sketchbook and readies her pencil. A heroine bearing the pain of heat. She starts drawing. Her movements are smooth, and she completes a sketch in no time. Like this. She drew a night girl burning in the flames of hell. The sketch is well drawn, but it's so dark and chaotic. It feels like it exudes an aura that could make people depressed. That's Natsumi-sensei for you. To conjure such an image from just the words, super hot. Super hot. Super hot. Wait, is that night girl actually you from your previous life? Iruka-san is definitely excited, but everyone else is disturbed by the excessive darkness of the sketch. That's inherent to her art, so none of us are actually able to say it. Hey Natsume, isn't that a bit dark? I'm feeling depressed just by looking at it. Asano-san actually did it. If it's about super hot, it has to be something like this. Asano-san closes her eyes and hums the song she just thought of. Well, sounds good, doesn't it? Sorry, but I can't tell, like, at all. Though Asano-san doesn't realize it herself, she's actually severely tone deaf. The song she just hummed was actually just an incomprehensible array of sound to us. Ah, I'll translate. Yuno-san declares, takes a deep breath, and starts to hum. Her humming is so good, I want an encore. It actually sounds like a part of a really good song. Did she actually get all that just from Asano-san's incomprehensible sounds? Is it because they're sisters? Or because Yuna-san is actually good at this? Whatever the case, it's quite something. You know, what are you even doing? It's the exact same melody I just hummed. And that confirms that Yuna-san's hum was what Asano-san intended to hum. What's shocking here is the fact that Asano-san couldn't hear the difference between her and her sister's humming. Tone deafness sure is something. Asano, you're such a saddening elder sister. Natsumi-san sighs. I can't ignore that, Natsumi. I'm all ears. Tell me what's so saddening about me. The fact that you even have to ask is sad in itself. You don't understand just how sad you are. You're such a saddening individual that's just cruel. I'm not sure I want to hear that from some moody shut-in living in the base. Asano-san flares up at Natsumi-san. If this keeps up, things might turn sour. Things might turn sour. They might even start to fight. I hastily speak up. Tone deaf. Iwi. Asano-san, that was really good. It's so impressive that you were able to think that up from just the term super hot. I exaggerate a bit, but it's true that I like the melody. I thought she'd cheer up, but instead, she just targets me instead. Why didn't you say that when I hummed it? I can't. I don't have the courage to be honest and say that she's too tone deaf for me to tell what she was trying to hum. Alright, I'm kind of pissed, so I'll just go ahead and punch you. Asano-san cracks her fingers. She's being so unreasonable. But if it helps prevent Asano-san and Natsumi-san from clashing, then I'd say it's worth it. Oh, your character has an actual voice. Yeah, oh yeah. It's weird. As Judgment 7's assistant director, I give in and make the sacrifice, accepting the punch head on. The meeting, which feels like a chat at times, has been going on for an hour now. We had lots of various ideas, some more useful than others, but it looks like we're running out now. Hey, I'm probably asking this a bit late, but Asano-san faces the Wari-san. You mentioned augmented reality. What is that anyway? That's true. You gave us our New World goggles, but we still haven't seen any of the actual augmented reality. Indeed. If we are to open up a new world using augmented reality, I would like to experience it first. Meiji-kun did. We were in Asakusa and experimented with the program. Yuna-san's words made everyone look at me. You should have said that earlier. And? How was it? Reiji, tell us about it. Oh, so the guinea pig of the mystic experiment was right here all along. Let us hear it. Go on. Tell us what you saw through those goggles. Being urged like that seriously troubles me. It's true that I used the New World goggles and experienced augmented reality. What I saw back then were sexy girls on the signs and Yuna-san in a school swimsuit, and that's not exactly easy to say. Their stares pierce me. This isn't a situation I can talk myself out of. What can I do here? How should I respond? Oh, selection of soul. Oh, well, it was a true paradise. I have to change the subject somehow. Oh no, what should I do? Swimsuit, school swimsuit, world program. Let's talk about what Yuna-san did instead. Swimsuit, school swimsuit. I can't. If I talk about what I experienced, I'm bound to get some disgusted looks. And there's no way I'll be able to talk or my way out of saying it. Was I supposed to select something? I just got 2 trophies, but was I supposed to say something? I should have saved. I should have saved beforehand, but I didn't know it was going to happen. Okay. Like, there's nothing in the Yeah, there's no, like, instruction manual or anything. Was I supposed to be able to tell? There's a help thing on the main screen, but I didn't think I needed that. I mean, yeah, quick save. Okay. Let's save real quick. See what the hell that was. Okay. First, take the DualShock 4 wireless controller in your hand and touch the button with passion, intensity, but sometimes make a bit tantalized. Main menu, okay. Game view, okay. Yeah. When you reach the end of a character's route, their icon will change. Choice system, okay. Standard choice and SOS system, okay. Active choice, the current active choice is a different color from the others. In active choice, they'll change color once you scroll over them. Browse which response you'd like to make with the up and down buttons, and then press the X button to confirm. Depending on which choice you make, your popularity with certain characters will change. This changes the ending you'll receive. Meanwhile, the SOS system. When the SOS system activates, your choices will flow from the right of the screen to the left, and you won't be able to select any options that scroll all the way off screen. Quickly browse which response you'd like to make with the up and down buttons, and then press X to confirm. The story moves forward even if you don't choose anything. That would have been nice to have been told ahead of time. Okay, save and, okay. Oh, sorry, save and load. Config, special, gallery, okay. That really would have been nice to have been told. But, I mean, none of those I really would have picked. So that's all good. Okay. I can't. If I talk about what I experienced, I'm bound to get some disgusted looks. There's no way I'll be able to talk my way out of saying it. Can I talk about, you know, the, like, Tokyo being ruined thing? Stuck between a rock and a hard place, I can barely even think anymore.
What is it, Reiji? Did the mystic experiment have a side effect that deleted a part of your memories? What a tragedy! You even forgot me, your mentor! Reiji, my disciple! Let me bring those memories back!
Misunderstanding the situation, Iruka-san starts rubbing my back. Really quickly, too. Is this supposed to be some sort of healing rite? The air conditioner isn't working, so it's already pretty stuffy in here. Whatever he's doing is just making it even worse. Please stop. My memories are just fine. I'm quite sure I never became your disciple. I clear things up and make him distance himself. But Reiji-kun, the goggles showed you something amazing, didn't they? Can you tell us about it? You said it was wonderful during the experiment, right? I'm sure everyone else will be surprised too. I'm really excited. Yeah, I want to know it too. Go on, Reiji, say it. Don't waste time. Yuno-san and Tatiana-san want something from me. As a man, I had to respond properly, but the content is making it really hard. Still, it doesn't look like I have a choice. I gather my resolve and prepare to talk about it.
That's enough.
You don't have to press my boy Reiji-kun anymore. As if he was biding his time, Owari-san suddenly speaks up. I'm about to demonstrate the capabilities of the New World Goggles and World Program's AR. Yeah, really? Yay!
Ho ho. So the time has come. Let us proceed with caution.
Augmented reality really has me a bit... augmented reality has me a bit intrigued. I'm interested. Everyone's attention shifts to the New World Goggles demonstration, and I heave a sigh of relief. Though Owari-san could have helped me out a bit earlier. Why didn't he? Oh yeah, it's obviously because he had fun watching me turn all flustered. A bit exasperated by his personality, I ask him something that has me a bit curious. Are you sure we do that? Are you sure we should do this? The world program went out of control during today's experiment, didn't it? Yeah, but if that was caused by overheating, it should be okay now. It's not as hot as it was at noon. Heyo, Tanichka. You got a pair of VR goggles on your side? If you can, make it one with an external camera. Don't worry, we have lots and lots of them all over the lab. Then hurry up and find a pair. When you do, connect it to your PC. I'll open your ports from here. I'll use the lab server as a stepping stone to connect us. You're as crazy as always. They'll get mad at me if we leave a trail, you know. We won't. Alright. Alright, people. Let's get our NWGs and gather here again. We go to our desks, grab our goggles, and return to the conference space. Then we equip and turn them on like Owari-san tells us. The camera installed at the front of the goggles sends its video feed to the smartphone screen on the inside. I look at the others' NWGs and realize just how highly customized they are. It's like there's a part of themselves in them. Oh my god. Natsume's has a giant crown on it, of course. I can't help but feel like my NWG, which I didn't modify at all after Owari-san gave it to me, is extremely shabby. I consider decorating it a bit more when I have the time, but I don't feel like I can make it have as much personality as theirs. After all, I'm basically normality given human form. Tanichka, are we linked? Owari-san's voice reaches me from both his own mouth and the speaker in my ear. It's all okay. I connected us. I hear your voices through my goggles. Tatiana's son's voice comes out from only the speaker. Alright, let's start the AR demo. World program, stand by. Owari-san does something on a separate laptop from the one Tatiana-san's using the chat. Suddenly, a ton of info overlays my field of vision. The program is ready to start. All we need is a voice command. A voice command? What's the point? Can't you just run it with your controls? Sana-san says about the same thing I said today at noon. However, the one to argue against it this time is Ruka-san. Voice commands are part of the manly spirit. Looks like you have a long way to go until you understand that. I'm a girl. Of course I don't understand that. I think it'll be fun now. Now let me present one of you with the honor of activating the program. Any volunteers? Right here! Haruka-san raises his hand high. Alright, you do it. The command is change the world. Roger! Whoever did the fucking voice for him had so much fun doing this. Looks like the way he said it was just too weird for the program to recognize it. Can't blame it, to be honest. Come on now, of course that won't work. You gotta say change the world. Looks like Owari-san's words were actually recognized as the command. Just like in noon, a filter covers my vision and various info is displayed on my vision. Wow, this is so cool! Are we about to row through the electronic seal? Everyone, prepare to depart! Yuno-san and Haruka-san are giddy, but the rest of us aren't as impressed. Well, my heart's beating a bit faster, but that's about it. Isn't this quite far from true AR? Asano-san and Natsumi-san agree on something for once. Sakai, I'm bored. Show me something interesting already. Even Tatiana-san is complaining. Oh, I will. I'll show you the true potential of the NWG and the world program. Owari-san does something on his laptop and augments our vision. Textures are applied to what we see in real time. The familiar conference space becomes a dark dungeon you'd expect to see in RPGs. Wow! The base is like a dungeon now! What?
This is the legendary dungeon, Labyrinth of Moglars. I never thought I'd come here in this lifetime. Yuno-san and Iruka-san are even more excited than before. Well, this is quite amazing. Even Asano-san and Natsumi-san are at a loss for words. The quality of this AR is just that good. The lab is a dungeon! Whoa! Sekai, this is awesome! Even Tatiana-san and Hokkaido-san moved. I was really surprised back when the signs in Asakusa started displaying sexy women, and when Yuna-san's clothes became a school swimsuit. But this is a level above that. All of my vision is augmented. I extend my hand. I don't actually see it, but I can feel the conference table here. This tech not only applies textures to things, it makes them look like something else. It can also make things that are there become invisible. An RPG that utilizes this would be really awesome. Yeah, until you walk into something. We're just getting started here. A dungeon isn't a dungeon without monsters, so let's get one in here. Now, choose. Do you want a sexy, ultra-erotic monster, or one that's more basic? Sekai, you don't even need to ask. All is already written in the Akashic Records. They say only one thing about this, and it's ultra-erotic monster. Reiji-kun, what about you? Well, I won't deny that I'm interested in that one. Oh dear. I didn't think the perv germ had spread this far. If I had a flamethrower, I'd just burn it all right now. Not even the goggles can contain the coldness of her glare. Yuno and Tatiana are here too. No ultra-erotic monsters. Bring it out and I'll beat you up for sexual harassment. She's serious. Alright. I'll just go with the normal monster. Owari-san momentarily seems to have succumbed to Asana-san's threats, but then... Yeah, as if. I decided to use the sexy ultra-erotic monster long before this demo. I knew it. Owari-san, you really are a model pervert. I can't say anything in front of the girls, but you have my silent support. Owari-san does something on his laptop again. The source code of the program flies by, and a monster is gradually being created in the empty space. The silhouette of the sexy monster makes me gulp. Then, it suddenly stops. Uh-oh. Huh? What? Something's wrong. Owari-san, this is the same thing that happened back during the experiment at noon. Yeah, the world program is going haywire. Shit! Why does this keep happening? He desperately starts working his laptop to try and bring the situation under control, but the program is still out of control. Hey, it just went all black. What's going on here? The program crashed again, and this time even the external monitor function is dead. Oh, so we've been summoned to the dark world of Darkness Dark. We have to gather the miraculous shining stones and banish this blackness. Iruka-san, please don't say that's nonsense now. So what does that mean? It means that there's no point in wearing these stuffy goggles. Let's take them off. Why did the program go haywire again? I properly examined it and didn't find any bugs. Owari-san takes off his New World goggles and looks at the laptop with a serious expression. Hey, Tanichka, can you take a look at the program? I want to know if you find anything weird about it. Tatiana-san doesn't respond. Hey, Tanichka, do you hear me? He brings the laptop we used for voice chat closer, and... Shit! The connection is dead. Knowing Tatiana, she probably just fell asleep. Oh well, I'll contact her again later. Owari-san sighs. He seems to be down. A rarity for him. With the world program in the NWG in this state, it doesn't seem like we can continue the demo. Let's just leave today's 7 Council at that for today. I don't feel too good about not getting a proper conclusion, but it doesn't look like there's anything more we can do today. Though the conference is over, there's still some sweets, pizza, and drinks, so we just hang around and reflect on what just happened. This just isn't right. What the hell is causing this? Owari-san is in front of his laptop, folding his arms and thinking intensely.
I'd say that God punished you for ignoring our wishes and trying to sexually harass us.
That's probably it. If you learned your lesson, show us a normal monster next time, you perv. Natsumi-san and Asano-san scold Owari-san.
But I kind of wanted to see the sexy ultra-erotic monster.
You know, you must only seek it. As long as you do, your desire will eventually appear before your eyes. You want to see it that much? Alright then. Come here and I'll give you a peek at the monster's 3D model.
You don't have to show her that. I mean, just don't, you perv.
Oh, the pizza is gone. Looks like one of us has the ability to make things vanish.
No, we just ate it all. But I have some left. Take it if you want. Reiji, can you go to the fridge and give me some beer? The conference is over, so I can drink now.
The gathering loses the mood of the conference, making it look like nothing but a lazy party.
I go to the fridge and bring Asana-san some Ebichu beer, a favorite of hers. She opens the can and starts downing the content. I just love the way it goes down my throat. Wait, we still had some of this beer? I'm not sure I know what you mean. Isn't that the one you always drink? Well, yeah, but the store we went to was all out. I had to buy a different one, so this is a stroke of luck.
Are we still wearing the goggles?
Natsumi-san is wearing a set of headphones and silently drawing something. Iruka-san is pouring insane amounts of hot sauce on his pizza and seemingly testing the limits of spiciness. Hey everyone, what kind of syrups do you like? I recommend the strawberry and melon special blend. Yuna-san brings a shaved ice machine and starts making some shaved ice on the table.
I see. Then, oh, I get it. Not bad.
For a moment, I think that Owari-san's testing some new program, but he's actually just looking at a sexy picture. Everyone's doing whatever they want. This isn't uncommon for Judgment 7. Though it makes me feel a bit exasperated, I do find this somewhat pleasant. The lazy party ends when the snacks and drinks run out, and everyone is free to go. Then again, Owari-san and Natsumi-san actually live in the office building, so they don't really need to go anywhere. Iruka-san said that
my surge of ideas hasn't stopped yet,
and decided to stay at the company and keep making his absurdly complicated worlds. The only ones who are preparing to leave are myself and the Hayase sisters, but even those two live in a rented place not too far from the office. Though Asano-san is still drinking her last beer, so she and Yuna-san will be leaving after me. Alright, I'm off. I lightly bow to my colleagues at J7 and leave the dev room. After leaving the office, I start heading for the Tobu Railway's Asakusa station. I live near the Kitasenju station on the Tobu line. It takes only about 15 minutes to get there by train from the Asakusa station, but getting from the Kitasenju station to my place is over 20 minutes on foot. I rented a cheap room because I'm not too knowledgeable about Tokyo's geography, but the distance can be a bit exhausting every now and then. When I'm returning from college, it's actually easier to get to J7's offices than to go back home. If I'm to continue being a part-timer there, I should probably start searching for a place somewhere closer. Or maybe I should just do what Natsumi-san did and rent a part of the office? The fact that it doesn't seem like such a bad idea shows just how desensitized I've become. Anyway, I wonder what kind of game World End Heaven will become. A new Axis, new age, new dimension RPG that utilizes the world program's AR. Just imagining it makes me excited. But it doesn't seem like it'll go anywhere as long as the world program goes haywire like it did twice today. If we don't take care of that problem, the game will never be completed. Honestly, I think things will turn out just fine. Owari-san is a pervert, but his talent for programming is extraordinary. He also has Tatiana-san with him. If he asks her to examine the program, the issue might be solved unexpectedly easily. I arrive at the main street, specifically the Kaminariman Street. Taking a left at the intersection right before Kaminariman Block 1, I head towards the Asakusa station. I soon see the Kaminariman itself. It's lit up for the night, making the lanterns and the pillars shine beautifully. I guess it's what people call tasteful? Also, though Asakusa is a popular tourist location that neatly represents Japan, it's a town that goes to sleep unexpectedly quickly. Shops close at 9, and there are barely any people walking around. Though I do enjoy the liveliness around Kaminariman when it's surrounded by people during the day, I think I prefer it when it's as silent as it is now. The Asakusa station is closed now. I'll really have to take a shower when I return to my place. As I think to myself, I head towards the station and... I stop in place. Asakusa station was right before my eyes just now, but it just went and vanished. Not only that, but my surroundings have completely changed. It doesn't take me long to understand where I am. It's the intersection before Kaminariman Block 1. It's like someone cast a spell on me or something. I spend a moment thinking, and quickly come to a certain conclusion. I'm pretty tired, aren't I? I heave a sigh. It takes a lot to make a man unconsciously turn around and go so far. Giving up on the shower, I hurry back home again. I pass right by the Kaminariman Street, past Kaminariman itself, and see the Asakusa station again. Carefully, bracing myself, I walk towards it. It happened again. I'm back at the intersection. My consciousness is clear. I definitely didn't just sleepwalk here or anything. But that could only mean that I was instantly teleported to this place. I outright deny that conclusion. My sense of reason doesn't agree with it at all. This isn't right. There's no way. I shout and start running. Following the same route, I pass the Kaminariman again. Then, using my running momentum, I charge toward the Asakusa station. And again, I end up at the intersection. My heart is pounding. My throat is dry. Knees weak. Arms are heavy. And my back is drenched in sweat. And shaved ice syrup. This isn't real. This just can't be real. No way. No way. No way. I mutter that like I'm delirious and start running again. Third time's the charm. Without stopping for a moment, I pass the Kaminariman again and go towards the station. The result is the same. Even so, I don't give up and try over and over again. Over. And over. And over. And over 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 and over. These words are losing all meaning to me. And over and over. 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 But no matter how hard I try, I just can't reach the station. I stop running. My stamina and willpower are completely drained, and I can't deny what's happening any longer. Going to the Asakusa station instantly makes you move to the intersection at the Kaminariman Block 1. I can't help but acknowledge this unnatural loop phenomenon as reality. I can't even begin to understand why it's happening. What I do understand, though, is that I I'm trapped in Asakusa. Shock, perplexion, panic, and despair overwhelm my heart and take the form of a shout. What the hell is this? Our first chapter has ended. World app normal. Patience of a god or pure delirium, right? Okay. Yeah, I don't want to, like beat the whole game in one sitting, so. I shall stop for now. I'll see if people like this, if they want me to continue it. I mean, otherwise I'll probably just play it on my own time, but let me know. Leave a comment below and whatnot. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to ring that... What's that thing you ring? And just let me know what you thought. Beat the whole game in one sitting. It's a 40-hour game. Well, I've already gotten through the prologue and chapter 1. Cowbell, that's right. Ring the cowbell. Don't forget to ring the cowbell after you like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, it's a visual novel, so it's going to be a long game, but I've gotten through a good, little chunk so that we can get an idea of what the game's like. It ends on a nice little cliffhanger. It's good. Anyway, thanks for anyone who tunes in. Hope you enjoyed. Good night, and slurp well.